Berwick Mitsubishi. My name is Nathan and today I'm going to be doing a walk around video on this really beautiful 2020 Suzuki Jimny. Now if you know much about these cars, you can see how compact and how fun they really are. So what we'll do is run through pretty much the condition. As it is a 2020, there's not really going to be much damage on there, but what makes this car so unique. So starting off on that front end, got that nice big boxy grille. It is quite a square looking vehicle, really nice shape. Very comfortable car to use and sit in, but on the front end there you do have this really big headlights and the indicator lamps fitted in there. Now the headlights do come with the projector globe. That's going to give you a really nice clear line of light, and below that are your headlight washers. So if you plan on doing a bit of forward driving, a bit of bush driving, these are going to be very handy to make sure you have that visibility. The front end is all in a black plastic. It is in a beautiful matte finish, so that's going to prevent anything expensive from getting damaged as well. And on top you do get that tinted bonnet protector, and against that really bright electric blue kind of color, it actually looks pretty good. Now coming over to that first alloy wheel, as you can see we have fitted these on some BF Goodrich all-terrain tires. So these are going to be nice and chunky, plenty of grip on these for any kind of driving you're doing. They're great tires and they're going to last you a very long time. And just taking a look at that rim, you've got a very unique concave multi-spoke rim. They do present quite well, nice aggressive chunky kind of look to them, although it is quite a compact vehicle, but those rims are in excellent condition with no damage. Now above them you do also get the wheel arches, so if you want to go for a slightly wider fitment or a different offset in a rim, you can change that up depending on what your preference is. Now on the side of that is your indicator lamp, and you got this really nice black square side mirrors that do fold in pretty easily if you wanted to, but they pretty much suit the theme of the vehicle. And driver side door handles are color matched to the color, and they do get this really cool carbon fiber plate just on each one of the edgings there, so if you do open your door you're not going to be bumping into anything and damaging the actual paintwork. But really nice detail. And up here above the windows are your weather shields. I love weather shields. I think they're a great accessory to fit on all vehicles, so both driver and passenger have these tinted weather shields, and they are genuine Jimny weather shields. Above that is your Rhino roof tray, so if you want to be doing a bit of camping, you can put everything on here. You could probably fit an awning, but if you're going to put an awning on, this is probably going to be a very small awning, but you can fit that out with pretty much anything you want to. But opening it up so we can have a look inside the vehicle, this car does come fitted with Suzuki Jimny seat covers. They look to fit pretty well, or they might actually be the factory. No, they do come with seat covers, so that's going to keep your seats nice and safe and protected. They are SRS airbag approved, so the airbags are still going to work through these seats, and you've got that nice blue Jimny embroidery in there to complement the blue coloring on the vehicle. Now the car is a manual and very small compact SUV, and they do come with both rubber and carpet floor mats, and they are genuine Jimny ones. You can see they've got the Jimny markings in there, and they are going to clip in, so they're not going to be sliding around. And below the seat is an actual subwoofer, so nice little sound system in there. These cars are decked out quite beautifully. I love these. I wish I could own one of these one day, but we'll see what happens. Take a look at that second rim, again completely unmarked. Like I said, I'm not going to touch too much on the condition because this car is pretty much a brand new vehicle. Also the fuel filler cap is on the driver's side, so you can just roll out of the car, fill it up, jump back in. Now coming over to the back of the vehicle, again looks like a pretty traditional four-wheel drive. You've got that rear mounted spare wheel. It does have a cover around it, so you're not going to be picking up any dirt or dust. It is a genuine Suzuki Jimny one, and it does also come fitted with a factory tow bar, so you can tow something quite light. I'm not fully across the towing capacity of these vehicles, but we'll be happy to find that out for you when you do actually come in. Now that is not an actual genuine one, it is a Heyman Reese kit, so has been fitted onto the Jimny with the tow tongue. And on the boot, on the back of the vehicle, sorry, there is a rear wiper and washer and a high mounted brake light. Opening up the boot, having a look inside, very nice vehicle. Now tether points are located in the car, so which is good to know that you can take your little ones with you. These will just come off and you can clip the baby seats in there. Now these are going to drop flat as well, and as you can see they have also been fitted with a liner like like a rubber liner. I think this just has some stuff on there, so these will fall completely flat like so. So whatever you need to use a boot for, if you need to transport something or whatever it might be, you got this plastic cover, so nothing's going to get damaged, and you'll be able to slide it in pretty easy. And like I showed it before, below that is a small little storage compartment if you wanted to keep anything. There is also a 12-volt socket on the side here, so if you want to add any accessories to the vehicle you can do so, but very easy vehicle to use. Now closing this up, coming across the passenger side, Again, no marks, no damage. Now on a vehicle like this and with this kind of color, you want to make sure you're protected. So please, 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 I beg you, talk to us about our glass coat, because this is a beautiful color. You want to make sure it keeps looking like this and presenting this stunningly as it is a new car. So make sure you protect your investment. So what we're going to do now is pop the hood and take a look inside. Taking a look inside the engine bay of the Suzuki Jimny. It is a very nicely laid out engine bay. A lot of room to work around the engine bay if you are quite handy with those things. But just to point out a few things, here's your airbox. Your coolant reservoir is here, so make sure that is all topped up and checked. This is for your wipers and washers, so make sure that is also filled, because if you're going to be doing a bit of forward driving, you want to make sure that is all topped up so you have a good visibility when you're driving around. And your battery is located on the driver's side of the car, so positive terminal and negative terminal, just to make sure you can jumpstart your vehicle, and very easy to access. Now what we have here is Suzuki's 4-cylinder 1.5 litre petrol motor. Now it does come with a 5-speed manual gearbox, which meaning you're going to get a good amount of torque, and these are very light vehicles compared to your normal forward drive, so they're going to do the job just fine. Now this motor produces 75 kilowatts with 130 newton meters of torque. It does run on petrol fuel, and it has a 40 litre capacity. Now you can use your regular 91 fuel or an E10 blend, depending on what you want to use the car for. Fuel consumption is 6.4 litres per 100 kilometers, or an average fuel distance of about 625 kilometers off a full tank, which is pretty phenomenal for such a small motor and such a small tank. So what we'll do is have a look inside the vehicle and check out some of the features. And now taking a look inside the Jimny, I got to say, it is one of the nicest cars I've sat in the interior in terms of how it is laid out, the proportions of everything. These are just great cars and really well designed. So on the right side of the dash, just below here is your left and right side mirror controls, so you can adjust that using this toggle. And above that, you've got a few blank spots here. So if you're going to be adding any driving lights or any additional accessories, you've got 2 spots here to include that. But next to that is your forward collision mitigation system, which is a safety feature, which we're happy to elaborate to you when you do actually come in or if you inquire. On the side of that is your lane departure warning and your headlight washer button. So pressing that, holding it down, is going to spray your headlights for you. On the right hand side is your left and right indicator with your fog lamp controls and your headlight controls. Now they do run an automatic dusk sensing system, so just leave it in auto and the car's going to sense when it needs to turn them on. On the left hand side are your wipers and washers, both front and rear, and they're just your standard systems. Now the steering wheel, very, very nice steering wheel, I got to say. Beautifully laid out, it's got a good weight, it's got a really nice comfortable grip, and I think it is very, very nice, very well laid out as well. So on the right hand side are your cruise control settings with your speed limiter, and your left hand side are your media controls for your head unit. Below that you've got 3 little paddles, and they're actually for your call.
Please say a command.
There you go. That's what happens when you press the button. So you got call reject and your voice control, which is part of your head unit system.
Sending speech recognition.
Thank you. Now coming over, and just have a look at the cluster as well. Very nice cluster. It does have that illumination in the orange behind that, and all your displays for your temperatures and your warning symbols all located at the bottom there. And there is a small little digital display that will give you a bit of driver info. So as you can see, fuel economy, average fuel economy, range, average speed, things like that. And you can control that with this little dial over here. The left hand side, there's another button that is for your trip A, trip B. Now coming over to the entertainment system, very unique looking entertainment system, quite colorful. You've got orange, blue, green, yellow. I think it adds a little bit of character to the vehicle and makes it look like that toy, like Tonka truck kind of vehicle. Quite user friendly. That does come with an SD card just at the top here. Now that SD card is actually for your navigation. So if I hit that there, that's going to open up the map. So now this has inbuilt navigation, and as you can see, we are at 20 to 32 Kangan Drive. This is for your volume, so you'll just slide it up like that. Quite easy to use, very responsive system. Up the top here is your media settings. You got AM, FM radio. Now there are hotkey options to access all the different tabs on the top there. Tapping that will let you choose your station, AM, FM radio, whatever kind of media you're listening to, and your call, Bluetooth connection, and your smartphone link. When you actually connect your phone up, it'll be able to mirror all your apps up there. Below that is your AC system. So left hand side is your fan speed, right hand side is your temperature, and there is a little display in the middle here that's going to show you pretty much the settings that you have on there. So fan speed, as you can see, displayed there, mode, temperature, and circulation. Front and rear demisters are located just in that dial, and below that are 4 little paddles. Now the left hand and the right hand one are for your driver's and passenger window. Right hand side is, our driver's side is fully automatic, passenger is just your standard power windows. Stability control and your downhill descent for your cruise control settings. Now below that is a 12-volt socket and a USB input that will cover up as well quite nicely. But that is for your smartphone connect and also for your mobile charging. A little bit of storage there, nicely laid out center console column, and this steering wheel is gear shifter is very easy to access. Very short throws, like so, all the way through all 5 gears, and putting it into reverse, like so. And if you can have a look at the display, it shows a rear camera there, and it's mounted just below your spare wheel mount, just above your tow bar. So right at the back, very easy to guide yourself into a tight spot and line up something that you might be towing as well. Behind that is your controls for your 4-wheel drive. So you got your 2 high, 4 high, which is your 4-wheel drive, and your 4 low. So if you're on maybe sand or some kind of dirt, that will be handy. Manual handbrake, another 2 blank spots if you want to add anything extra, 2 cup holders, and a little storage compartment maybe for your phone or your wallet, whatever it might be. But just get the camera person to pan around the inside to show kind of what it looks like on the inside of the vehicle. Very compact vehicle, quite nicely laid out. I got to say, if it's just the 2 of you, or maybe you've got a small family of 4, this is a perfect car to take, and it is very fun to drive. So you can see how well it presents. Like I said, it is pretty much a new car, so you don't have to worry too much about the condition, but more so if this is the right one for you. So now we're going to jump outside and wrap up the video. So much for watching the walk around video on this 2020 Suzuki Jimny GLX in the 5-speed manual. Now I hope the video gave you a pretty good idea as to what this car actually has to offer, and what kind of features you get in a vehicle, and also kind of what it looks like if you have not been inside one of these. Now, if you do have any additional questions, the number to dial is 99070555. Now, just before I go, this car does qualify for our premium mechanical protection plan. If you're someone that holds onto their cars for a long time, there's great value in this. That'll add an additional 5 years coverage, up to 200,000 kilometers warranty on the existing new car warranty. So once your new car warranty expires, this will kick in, and that also comes with the added benefit of 10 years platinum roadside assistance nationwide. So make sure you ask us about the servicing plan. With that, one thing I would highly recommend you take advantage of is the glass coat and tinting package. Now, as I mentioned before, you want to make sure you protect this color and keep it looking this good. So what that will give you is a lifetime warranty on this beautiful paintwork. We do apply a protectant layer all over the car, and that's going to give you a lifetime warranty. It's going to protect you from bird droppings, bat droppings, oxidization, rusting, peeling, all these things that could deter this car from looking this good. Now, with that, we also package it in with some tint. Considering how small the car is, but how much glass there is in the vehicle, you want to make sure it's tinted, because there's a lot of benefit for tint and a lot of health benefits as well in the long term, and safety. So make sure you ask us about these things. However, they are at an additional cost. But if you're using our in-house finance, we'd love to introduce you to our business managers, Julie and Mario, who show just how minimal these will really affect your repayments. Now lastly, but most importantly, make sure you jump onto Google and search up Berwick Mitsubishi. See what people have to say about us. With over 1,100 reviews and sitting at 4.8 stars, gives you the assurance as a buyer that you're dealing with the right people and the right kind of business for a good quality vehicle. Now, as I mentioned before, if you did have any additional questions, the number to dial is 99070555. My name is Nathan, and I thank you so much for watching.